Norman Greenbaum, that is Spirit in the Sky, Muskegon's 100.9. 803, Andy O, along with Scott Winters on your Friday morning, trying to plow you on through. It's a big day whenever the TV star stops.
I know.
Kind of a big deal out there. He's getting himself around. He's ready to talk, and now he pops a squat. Jon Mills from TV 13 is in. How are you, John?
Oh, rushing this morning. A little slippery up there in 31 this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, where'd you come from?
Montague.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, way up there in the nice neighborhood.
Scrape the windshield, brush the snow off. We haven't had any snow in a little while.
Tip that mic up just a little bit.
You got it.
There you go. Perfect. Make sure
That
you can
thing
hear
right in there. Yep.
There you go. Good and loud and clear. So you were here, what was it, maybe 2 months ago?
Yeah.
You stopped in to talk a little bit about some of the stuff coming up on TV 13. You've been covering some big stories in and around Muskegon. Talk a little bit about what's news now in Muskegon.
Well, first off, I have to thank you for the last time I was here because you were a great source for a story. The Muskegon group that was putting together that van and giving it away at the Christmas time.
The Muskegon Auto Care Group.
Thanks to Andy.
Yeah, they're a great bunch. Tip that thing straight up. And then talk in there.
Oh,
there you go. Yeah.
I've never talked into the side of a microphone before.
Well, here's the thing. These are actual radio mics. And audio mics to do voice with.
Sure.
Most of the radio stations, the big long thing that you see.
More directional, right?
The directional.
Got it.
You know what that is? That's a bass drum microphone that they buy for radio stations, and I have no idea why they're all obsessed with that mic.
Got it. Okay.
This one's like this is.
Sure.
We're driving Cadillacs. That's what we're doing.
Well, so thanks. Yeah, thanks again for the opportunity. You know, it's that time of the year again when it sweeps in the television industry. And
so you're in here to boost ratings.
Well,
this is a veiled appearance.
We're here to make sure people know that we're on our game and we're doing what they expect us to do, and that's just covering the lakeshore, the happenings on the lakeshore. A couple of stories just to mention quickly are on our website already. They aired last night. One has to do with the backup to the backup quarterback.
What a story.
Did you see it?
I have not seen it yet, but I'm gonna. But
Sure.
The kid over at Shores.
Yeah, Elijah.
Wow.
And so that actually, we aired that last night, and it's on our website now. And just take a moment, jump on WZZM13.com. Really, high school football fans, people that love to see kids, people overcoming obstacles. That is a great start for us to kind of show our viewers, you know, some extra stories, some stories that are a little bit longer in length. And so check it out. You know, Mona Shores, they had some trouble in that state semifinals game. But Elijah came in, the third-string quarterback, and everybody knows by now he got him to the state finals with a couple of amazing plays. A really good story to just check out.
It's a remarkable story, not only for the football aspect of things, but what this kid's overcome in his life.
Yeah, what he's had to go through, right?
Oh, my God. His mom got shot when he was like 3, and I think his dad ended up in prison or something like that.
Yeah, a lot of struggles, a lot of challenges. He's keeping a good attitude. He is a sailor through and through, and on the hockey team now. So just one example of us kind of, you know, looking for those moments, those things happening in our community that are things to be proud of. We just, you know, that again is aired last night. It's on our website.
Okay.
As well as another story from my story from yesterday. You know, there's just still no big break in the case, according to the Muskegon County Sheriff's detectives on this homicide of Becky Bletch. You may remember she was discovered, the jogger, the mother, the wife discovered in a road, face down.
Right up by Twin Lake. And you know what? I'm going to tell you what, dude. That's right around the corner from our cottage. And when I worked at Winston up there, I would always take White Lake Drive out to the highway to get up there.
Sure.
And I'd go past Automobile Road all the time. And you think to yourself, how in the hell can something this heinous happen in a neighborhood like Twin Lake?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And they've got nothing.
At this point, they're saying that they don't have any suspects named. They, you know, certainly are asking the community for help. We do know because of that area that there aren't a lot of people who drive, up and down those roads.
No.
So witnesses could be slim. They really are looking for a big break. Yesterday, we got from Muskegon County Central Dispatch and used the 911 calls from the husband and wife who discovered Becky. We learned some new information. One is that the couple found her face down on the road, and that the wife was a nurse and was able to immediately check for vital signs. We know that she at least was breathing. It was labored breathing. There was a pulse noticed. So that also just adds to kind of a layer of just the horror of the story. Yeah.
Well, and then originally they thought she'd just been hit by a car, and then upon further investigation found that she'd actually been shot.
Correct.
Between this Becky thing and then Jessica Herringa coming up missing a year or so ago, that's just for an area like ours, that's just too creepy.
Yeah, so that is on our website as well. You can listen to that audio. It's would have been just something horrible to come upon. They did what they could.
Yeah.
The nurse labored and gave CPR for about 4 minutes until the first responders arrived. So just police just looking for tips, anything that can help them.
I've been the first on a scene in a major accident twice.
Oh.
One was out by my house where I grew up in Sparta. I grew up on this road called 10 Mile, which everybody thinks is, Michigan International Speedway. They're going way too fast on it, and there are not enough stop signs. And this guy, one time, got in this big accident. To be the first on the scene of a scene like that is really something that you've got to focus on and mind your P's and Q's, because you got somebody that's been hurt and injured, and you have to be stable and you have to be calm and you have to, try and work them through that because they're freaking out.
Right.
And the other time was just down the street here. This girl ran off. She blacked out or whatever. She ran off right behind our condo and drove straight into an apartment behind the condo. Right.
Wrong turn.
Yeah, right. I walk up and she's bleeding and she's got... it's just terrifying. So for this, for Becky to have a nurse come along at first, at least she could keep her composure.
And she did. She did a great job.
Yeah.
And man, I can't imagine after that whole scene kind of starts to settle down. That the feeling. After the ambulance leaves, then you realize what just happened, and then you start to.
Then your heart starts pounding.
Yeah, that's when you really get going. But and then let me just in general just invite our viewers to join us all month long.
Yeah.
We've got all the things that you can count on us for: the sports, news, weather. Lauren Stanton will be doing her Try It Before You Buy It. Those are great.
Yeah, I love when she calls. Hey, Andy, I'd love you to test out this poopery. Can you go in and poop and see what it smells? Yeah, thanks, Lauren.
I know our health reporter, Valerie Lego, has some great health stories. So thanks for the opportunity to just kind of brag a little bit about what we're doing, invite your listeners to become our viewers and check us out. And, of course, as always, there used to be a time when you had to sit in front of the television and watch the news, and we still encourage you to do that.
Of course.
However, don't bother or don't worry if you miss it, because you can always jump on WZZM13.com and see all those special stories.
Yeah, I see Valerie's got stories coming up about breast milk, vacation boob lifts. Wonder if they got vacation.
Is she trying to tell you something?
Maybe they've got vacation boob reductions. I could go get my man boobs taken down. And she's going to do a story about organ memory.
Yeah.
Something to do. I've seen that on the Science Channel where people will get a transplant and a part of them changes because they've got that new organ. I think that's what she's going for there.
Yep.
They're going to be talking about weapons in schools.
Yep.
You got stories coming up on junk mail, which...
You get any of that?
Dude, I opened the mail, and I understand that's what's kind of keeping the post office afloat right now.
Sure.
But, what a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm the same way. I get a lot of junk mail.
Yeah.
But every piece of junk mail I get, it's one less bill that I figure I'm getting today.
There you go.
It's like, I look at it, it's like, money out, money out, money out. Oh, junk mail, woohoo!
I can save $2 on a cup of coffee.
Right.
Junk mail, yeah.
I don't have to pay for this one.
Well, John, it's a great TV station. I know that TV 13 spends a lot of time and a lot of energy here in Muskegon, and we appreciate it. And to because we don't have our own TV station. Winters
Sure.
and I are kind of kicking around the idea of
Yeah, let's do it.
maybe taking over TV 38 out there and taking TV 13 to school on television.
Okay, all right.
But what you put into the community, what you invest in Muskegon, TV 13, I mean, that's the go-to channel here. Everybody
Well, and
appreciates
TV
your hard
13
work.
really does. I mean, of all the TV stations in the West Michigan market, TV 13 really is the one that focuses the most on the Muskegon area.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I came over to the station 16 years ago,
Yep.
and before I arrived, they had already had a long presence here with a news bureau, and that continues. I have a news office above Fricano's Pizza, so
Yep.
Gotta love the smells there,
I'll
right?
tell you what, they don't.
Gee, I'm hungry for some reason
and,
again.
and they don't even have to have the pizzas in the oven
No.
to get that smell. When
Right.
you fire them up at 4:00 in the afternoon, getting ready for the 5:00 open.
Yeah.
You can start to smell that.
Imagine
pizza.
working just above pints and quarts.
yeah.
Well, there you go.
At about 11 o'clock every morning when they start throwing hamburgers on the
Sometimes it's even because I've smelled it even before 10 o'clock. You can start to smell. It's like, I'm ready for lunch already. Especially
John.
when you get up at 4 in the morning.
Exactly.
It's lunchtime.
Yeah, John, the door's always open, man.
Thanks, appreciate
Feel
it.
free to stop in. Your
Great
work
to be here.
is much appreciated, and thanks to everybody at TV 13 for thinking of us to come on out.
I'll let them know. Thanks,
There
Andy.
he goes, Jon Mills, everybody.